So today we are waiting for Beth's family to arrive, and they are going to help us remove our engine.
Yay! At last!
It has been troubling us for some time, and it is time for it to go.
Yeah, can't wait.
We began by removing as many parts from the engine as possible to make it lighter. Then we got to work loosening the engine mounts. Some of them took a lot more convincing than others. We decided to use the main halyard to lift the engine. The boom was used to position the halyard, but it didn't take the weight of the engine. We attached a chain block to the halyard. The chain block was attached to the engine using a strop and a shackle. We lifted the engine enough to free it from the mounts. This allowed us to remove the starter motor, which we couldn't previously get to because it was in an awkward location. Then it was time to lift the engine out. As we lifted the engine, we had to be careful not to let it swing, and we also had to pull it outwards to get it clear of the companionway. But once it was out of the hatch, we found that we had a problem on our hands. There wasn't enough clearance for the engine to swing over the lifelines and off the boat. We set the engine down for a moment to consider our options. In the end, we decided to try raising the boom. Then we tried lifting the engine again. This time it worked. We were able to swing the engine off the boat and into a marina trolley which we had waiting. Within a couple of days, we had found a buyer for our damaged engine and it was gone. It felt really good to finally be rid of it. Then it was time to clean up the decades of grease and grime from the engine bay. And guess who got that fun job? It was really gross and it took almost an entire day. But finally, the engine bay was as sparkling clean as it was going to get. We also decided to remove the old sound insulation foam because it was really gross and grimy, and we weren't going to need it anymore with our new quiet electric motor. And we removed these bits of sticking up fiberglass, which were used to mount part of the old exhaust system. Then all that was left to do was to remove the coupling from the prop shaft. Unfortunately, it didn't want to come quietly, and we had to resort to some extreme measures. With all of that done, we decided to reward ourselves with a day trip to nearby Barry Island. When we arrived, we headed straight for the beach. We were absolutely starving, but luckily we'd found some reduced vegan ready meals. Jonathan had pesto pasta, and I had butternut squash and cauliflower mac and cheese, which luckily tasted a lot better than it looks. Then we went for a walk along the beach. We could see a little dinghy out sailing in the distance. We found a path over the cliffs, and there were some lovely views of the ocean. On the other side of the cliffs, we found another beach which was quieter and more sheltered. It also had some creepy abandoned fishing boats. Then it was time to head back over the cliffs towards home.
Well, thank you for watching. We hope you liked this video, and if so, please press like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time, where we install our electric motor.
So exciting.
Alright, until then, take care.